Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Andor Season 2, Episode 3. Yes, we're still the same day than the day, that I watched the Episode 1 and the Episode 2. In fact, I have the time to watch this Episode 3 today. That's a surprise for me, the fact that it was that easy and that fast, in fact, to edit my reactions and my thoughts to the Episode 1. So you guys on Patreon, you're gonna have my reaction videos tomorrow. Remember that for Patreon, you have the reaction videos on Thursday, Friday and Monday. You have them with two options. With the level 2, you have a longer reaction part than the one that I post on YouTube. With the level 3, you have the full reaction part, everything. And on YouTube, it's for Friday, Monday and Tuesday. The reaction videos, it's going to be like that for the entire season. And in fact, yes, it was faster than I thought to edit my reactions and my thoughts to the first episode. Even if I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna have issues or not on YouTube, even if I'm respecting the fair use rules, that I'm really respectful with that. I'm not posting my reaction videos on the day, that these episodes are out because I want to respect the show. I want to let the time to people to watch the show on their own. I'm not a streaming way to watch the show. I'm a reactor. I'm making reaction videos. So that's why I'm letting a couple of days for YouTube. So you guys on Patreon, you have an advance, but also to be respectful for the show. I'm also respecting the fair use rules, meaning, that it's that amount of the episodes that you have on each video and not more, and I'm cutting during the scene because again, I'm not a streaming way to watch the show, I'm a reactor. I'm really being respectful with that kind of things, but sometimes it's not enough. Netflix? It's not enough for Netflix anymore. Normally for Disney, it's okay, they are respectful with reactors being respectful with them. They are allowing reaction videos about their shows. At least it was like that for the first episode of Andor. It was also the case for The Mandalorian, Ahsoka and other shows. So normally I'm safe, but for now I don't know. It's gonna be during the next hours that I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be forced to fight or not all along this season. We'll see. But yes, I'm there to watch the episode 3 on the same day than episode 1 and episode 2, which still lets me the time to think about these two first episodes and the fact that, in fact, the two first episodes together, it's one big episode of a regular show like, Game of Thrones and stuff like that. It's a 50 minutes episode in the sense that we have a couple of scenes, at least during the first episode that I already edited, which are unnecessary, which are in fact repeating something which was already said during another scene during the same episode. Like during the first episode, you can cut easily 10 minutes of repeating stuff, and it means that for the second episode it's gonna be the same, and put together in fact it's 50 minutes. Real 50 minutes, because when Disney is announcing 50 minutes for an episode, in fact you have only 42 minutes of the episode. If you're cutting the opening credit, the ending credit, the recap, you're losing each time 5 or 7 minutes. So I don't know how to feel about that, about the fact that the two first episodes could have been in fact one episode, one regular episode of a regular show. I'm wondering, about the fact that we have these repeated scenes. I'm wondering also about the situation with Cassian. I said it during my review of the episode 2, the fact that it lasted for a long time, that situation with Cassian. The fact that at the end of the episode 2 and Cassian is just out of that situation, like it lasted for too long and we didn't learn anything new. Okay, we met these people, but for now we're not sure that we're gonna meet them again, even if I have that feeling. and they were so stupid and they were just making him lose time, in fact. So, you know, that feeling with Cassian's situation, that's true thing that I can see during the editing, so I can share with you guys, because, you know, watching an episode, you don't have that impression that much about how long it is it useful or not, that scene and that scene. Me, because I'm rewatching the episodes just after that, and because I'm editing my reaction videos about this episode, I can tell you that, you know, I'm noticing that, so I can share that information with you guys. And it's not, for example, an impression that I have for other shows. Like right now I'm watching Severance, I'm watching shows like that, The Last of Us, and I don't have that kind of impression. So I can really tell you that right there, these 2 episodes, I saw that, and it's making me a little, not stressed, but I'm wondering about the rest of the season, the fact that we have 3 episodes at a time, the fact that we have 12 episodes at the end. In fact, maybe it's a season of 10 episodes that they cut in a way so they can have 12 episodes. Do you understand my feeling? When they could have done 12 episodes by putting more stuff, creating another arc, you know, another story inside of the show. I don't know. But yes, I saw that already. But I'm glad to be back with this show. I talked about it too much, I think, during the 2 previous intros about the fact that it's my favorite Star Wars show for a lot of reasons. The fact that it can be watched by anyone, even people who don't know anything about Star Wars. The fact that it's a different mood. The fact that the characters are so well written, so well played also. I love this show and I'm glad to be back. Right now, for this episode 3, I think that we're gonna have the wedding. And I said it, I think that wedding is gonna be disturbed. Maybe it's gonna happen, you know, the ceremony, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like an happy marriage. And we have the situation with Mon's friend, you know, who lost his wife, you know, divorced with his wife, who lost a lot of money, who have the impression that he's taking all of the risk, but he has no advantage when he can see that that wedding is costing a lot of money, meaning that they have a lot of money, them and not him. I'm afraid of him saying something that he shouldn't say, not willingly, because I can't imagine that that guy doesn't know that if he talks, he's gonna be punished and killed as well. So I think that if at some point he says something, it's gonna be by mistake because he's drunk or something like that. But Luthen, are you gonna let him the time to do that? That's another question. Mon, she wants to have time to talk with him, to have a meeting with him next week and all. I have the impression that this meeting is never gonna happen. One way or another, it's not gonna happen. Cassian, I'm glad that you escaped from that situation. Biggs and the others, normally they should avoid, you know, to have that inspection coming for them, you know, checking them. But with what the guy, you know, did when he flirted with her and she refused, she pushed him and he didn't take it well, maybe not. But Cassian is coming, which is gonna be great, like bad, like they're gonna be revealed and they're gonna have to run away and hide somewhere else. We'll see, and I'm gonna see that right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon, on which you have a longer reaction part with the level 2, a full reaction part with the level 3, and it's the best way to support me if you want and if you can. Let's go, guys, for this episode 3. They're coming?
We're next on the inspection schedule. They finished there today, so tomorrow. Are they checking visas? It's right. They found a group hiding last night in city.
They're gonna check you just because of that guy.
It's the best I could do. It's an emergency work order in 800 block. Head up tonight. But if anything is poking around here, then circle back round in a few days. Is it a cheat? I have to change the date.
Thank you.
You're the savior. Please. You know Cassian's friend, the big boss. If you do and don't want to say so, that's fine. Someone needs to tell him what's going on here.
Luthen, il entend son ventre.
Everywhere. Why can't they just leave us in peace? Keep your head down.
Thank you so much for your help. Yeah, so much. You look so great.
Are you nervous? Of course I'm nervous. I was awake all night worrying about you. Are they all out there?
Are you sure about that wedding, girl?
My mother was drunk when I got married.
Oh.
I was so angry I don't think I ever forgave her. I could never understand why she'd done it until just now. I need to tell you what my mother never told me. Nothing on the other side of that door matters. Not the guests, not the gifts, trouble that's gone into it, none of it matters. Money, embarrassment, pressure. What are you saying?
That if you want to give up, it's okay.
We can walk out there right now. Tell them what a lovely afternoon. But that it's not yet time for a marriage. We can put it off, and it will be remembered as an act of great bravery. I promise you, you do not have to go through this. I wish you were drunk.
Really, girl? She's giving you a way out. It's okay if you're convinced, but don't treat her like that. She's trying to help you. Maybe you don't need help, but...
Wait.
It's not for love, you know. She's not marrying for love. I'm not sure of that. It's for what? By ambition?
Vina de Mataria.
Ah! We're gonna do that tomorrow. 3 people for the lunch right there. His mother? No? Dude! What? Everything has to be perfect. You're the same, both of you. I love them too much.
Mother.
I knew it would be you. Yes, the job, the place, the girl. Mother.
Mother.
Such a pleasure to finally meet you.
Finally, indeed.
She didn't take your hand.
You look nothing like what I expected.
Here, let me get your coat.
Oh, how refreshing. One longs for courtesy, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely.
What can I get you to drink?
Don't you wonder what I thought you'd look like?
I'm afraid to ask.
Yes.
Do you have spiced tea?
Why are you drinking spiced tea?
When I see you so rarely, are we not allowed to change?
Store downstairs.
Syril, please, no. No. Allow what you're having. Show me your wonderful home.
There is a reason that you asked for that still on purpose to show them that they're not that prepared, you know, that perfect. No? Cassian? You did it?
Horizontal forecast 2665, clearing open signal. Please identify and repeat.
I need a weather report.
What's your location?
I'm in transit.
And where's our freighter? We've had no word from the radio pilot.
You won't be hearing from him.
Let's start over. What's your location?
This is not the ship I was trying to fly. Did you know that? Did anyone know that? Find me someplace safe. And dry.
Let me work on that. Keep the signal open.
I need to go home.
No.
Don't do that. It's very crowded there right now.
What does that mean?
You
Just
know.
give me a few minutes.
Why can't I go home?
Cassian, you know.
Won't-
What's going on there?
I don't know, which is why I'm telling you to keep the signal open.
not listening. He's gonna go. For sure he's gonna go. It's his people. He wants to be there to protect them.
Cyril's imagination that always fascinated me.
Mother,
You're dripping everywhere.
Now, Cyril's father fancied himself an adventurer. One day, suddenly, he was gone. And all we had was each other. A young, delicate boy with only a mother's love and determination.
You're trying to annoy them, both of them. With these memories, with all of what you do.
Cyril's shared the story with me.
She knew, yes, you're trying to embarrass him, but she knew.
Pleasing it is to hear he's found someone with whom he can actually communicate. I'll get there. He's embarrassed.
That's what you want.
Just asking if you want some sauce.
Tell me about your family.
I don't have one. My parents were criminals. They were arrested when I was 3. I was raised in an imperial kinderblock.
Well,
You have something to say?
nothing delicate about that is
We had everything we needed.
except a mother's love.
We didn't know what we were missing.
You found each other so well. She's awful! Already like she is, but she's pushing it right there.
I told him when he insisted on playing with police work that the benefits of life here would become clear by contrast.
What do you say? That I came home for the case.
Less said about that, the better.
And I wasn't playing at anything.
Of course not.
Don't let
We're
her
all here together
get on your
now.
nerves.
You're toughing him up.
I have a different plan in mind. But when I say the word plan, that makes it sound optional, which is not the impression you should be taking away. This game ends now. You want Syril in your life, you will think before you speak. I'll make sure he visits twice a month. I'll make sure that he calls you, but it will be inversely proportional to the volume of anxiety you generate in our lives. I'm not done. Uncle Harlow testimonials. I've had a look at his ISB criminal files, and that is not a story you want to be advertising.
Don't worry, Syril. She has your back.
Dedra was just telling me how wonderful to live here.
Was she?
And I told her that came as no surprise to me.
That's interesting.
Perhaps some more cakes?
She's gonna become nice to you, you'll see. Good job.
I thought you'd have a shandy merle in your room.
Come on this one. Puts on quite a show, doesn't he?
He's a lesson for us all.
What would that be?
Speak up. Stand up. Make your point. Every time I'm with him, I'm reminded how timid I become.
Every time you're with him? Is that a regular occurrence?
I'm so. He can be very helpful to Meero and that, but we'll discuss all this on our something next week.
You're losing him, man. Can't you see it?